Hello everyone. So today I want to just solve this problem 1625 POTD for 19 October, and if you have any doubt and any query you would be able to get it. So the question says that you are given a string s of even length consisting of digits from 0 to 9 and 2 integers a and b. You can apply two operations, and I think you must have read the question and try the solution by yourself, and if you are not getting, then only you would be coming here. So see, what is the question? You can do two operation in two operation. First is you can add a to all the odd indices of s, and here since it is zero index, so you can start from 1 till n and all add or a to all the odd indices. Okay. Second is that you can rotate s by shifting to the right by b positions. Now you have to return the lexicographically smallest string that you can obtain by applying the above operation any number of times on s. Now you have to give the solution, and there are some ways to solve it, but actually if you see, then only two or three ways are there in which you can solve this problem, and mostly of them are based on DFS. Now you will be thinking, you first of all you check the constraints. Constraints are only till 100. Now you would try to generate all the possible brute force by brute force, but that will take a lot of time, and you would also we make a proper optimized algorithm for that if you go by brute force. If you see the topics, then you can see string, DFS, BFS, enumeration. And one more hint I am giving you, if you see the constraint till 150, or then you can guess that it's problem of basically DFS or BFS, because it takes states into consideration, and if we take states into consideration and the constraints are 10 to power 5, then it will surely give MLE or TLE, or will not be able to work. That is why I want to say that if you see such less constraint, then you can always think of BFS and DFS. Now how to apply BFS and DFS on them? Sorry. See, first of all you have a string. Now you can do two operations on it. First of all, the first operation, second operation. But the main thing that you have to notice is that there will always be a limited number of strings that will be able to be formed. They will actually be finite. There are not infinite number, and there will also be a cycling in them. For example, I have 1 2 3. Okay. Now in 1 2 3 I add something to these indices and apply the operation, same operation, multiple times. You will see that after n number of times the string will start to repeat, and if we combine the operation, then also after some time that strings will become same, means there are cycles, and from this you can take the idea that we can form a graph from it. So basically what you have to do here, you can try both operations and try to form new string. If the new form string is unique, you can take that into consideration. If that is not unique, you have already visited that string, then you can ignore that. And simply this DFS will be able to give you all the strings possible which can be generated by these two operations, and in the end you would be able to get all the such strings. And since you now have all the strings, you can easily find the lexicographically smallest string. Now coming to the code. So first of all, taking the n into consideration, okay, making a map to check for visited strings, and now pass a DFS solution. And suppose best string is s, you will iterate through this map, and if id dot first smaller than s, then s equals to id dot first, sorry, best equals to id dot first, and in the end you would be able to return this best. And now since you have made a DFS, now you will pass s to it, a to it, b to it, and map to it. coming to the solution for DFS. You are having a string S, you are having int A, you are having int B, you are having a map which is of string to int, and you have to pass it by reference so that you get the exact map which you are using to store. Now if map dot find S not equals to map dot end, means this string is already present, then what you need to do, you need to just return, else you can take that S into consideration. Now I have two operations. First of all, you can add to all the odd string odd indices, that is add odd index, and you have to pass A to S to it, A to it, and B to it. And the second thing is that you have to complete this function. Okay, now since you completed this, you have other choice. Which other choice is that you can shift it, shift by B, S A B, and here A B map. Okay, now coming to this function add odd index. Now here you have a string S, you are having integer A, you are having here B. What you can do, you have to go from I equals to 1 to I smaller than n. Sorry, you can write just s dot size, and since you have to get odd positions only, so you can add 2, and si equals to, what you have to do, you have to take si, and since it is a character, you have to convert it into integer, and then you have to add b. Now this whole would be a integer, you have to again convert it into, you have to take remainder of this, because you are given that if the value is overflowed by over 10, then you can take the remainder, and you have to add 0. This 0 will ensure that this is again into character, and then you have to return this s. Now similarly the other function that we are having here, and also return the type is string, because we are returning a string. Now second is that we are having a shift function, here also return the string, so string, and the function name is shift right by b. So here is string s, a, b, and you have to do what, you have to return the string by shifting it. So shifting it means taking the back n minus b, and then taking the initials from 0 to n minus b, so 0 to n minus b. Now you have to return this string, and I think this is all right, and it should work. If there is an error, then it becomes, so here the error is that yeah, I have done this mistake of typing. I used a syntax error, I used that closing braces after that. Now a new error is coming, no declarance of n, so int n equals to s dot size. Okay, now I have declared n also. Now I think it should work fine. If it is does not work fine, then I will see what is the problem here. I'll again see. Okay, so there is somewhere error, and error is saying that this is the problem. See, oh sorry, I had to add a, not b. I did just made a mistake. There was no need of this b, because b is only for shifting and a is only for addition. And now you can see the code is fully working, and the solution is working, and it beats 7.52% only. That doesn't matter, I think if it's working. I think don't need to go further optimization, since it works with all the edge cases. You can try, but you can find other solutions which beats more and more percentage of users, so that to find the most optimized solution. But I think this is good for your explanation. If you have any doubt, then you can ask in the comment section, and comment section is open to you, and I will surely reply to or answer if you comment. And thank you very much.